What's happening, Hoodlum gang? Welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Hoodie from the Hood, aka your friend from that big old win. And if you've been here before, you already know what to do, man. Go ahead, hit that like button. If you haven't been here, hit that subscribe if you want to become a member of the Hoodlum gang. Leave me a comment, share the video, tell a friend to tell a friend. Get me out there. Once again, we almost at 20,000, man. We got about 300 more subscribers to go, man. Probably less than that. Hoodlum gang, I need y'all to do y'all part and do all of the above what I just told y'all. If y'all haven't been doing it, if you have, continue doing it. Also, I want to give a shout out to everybody who came out the other night to support me at Phantom. Even the ones who couldn't make it. Hopefully next time we'll have a opportunity in the near future to do something like that again, and maybe y'all could pull up. With that being said, y'all see the title, man. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. Oh, my bad. Go follow me on Instagram at Hoodie from the Hood. Now, y'all see the title. The difference between Northern California and Southern California Crips and Bloods. I know a lot of people from out of state, well, some of y'all think that, you know, it's Crips and Bloods throughout the whole state. And for the most part, it is, minus the Bay Area. And then some of y'all know that. But in certain cities, all right, look, Bakersfield is the cutoff of Southern California, as far as the color lines go with the Hispanics, the red and blue. But once you pass Bakersfield, you technically in Central California. People always forget there's a Central California. Don't just jump straight to Northern California. But like I said, if you're looking for, if you're going based on the color line of the Hispanics, then that will be North and South. But to us, we consider everything past Bakersfield Northern California anyways. Whether it be Modesto, Fresno, all those cities like that, we still look at that like Northern California, even though it's the Central Valley. So everybody knows that Crippin' and Bloodin' originated in LA. That's not up for debate. Then after that, shortly after that, it migrated to San Diego, and then I'm guessing the IE, which consists of Riverside, San Bernardino County, Bakersfield, whatever, Orange County. It just starts spreading like wildfire. I can't tell you exactly when it started popping off in those other cities. I'm guessing sometime in the 80s. But like I said, cities like Fresno, Modesto, I want to say Seaside, even I think Salinas, you know what I mean, which is a majority Norteño or Hispanic city. I think they even might have some Crips. San Jose, obviously Sacramento, Stockton, you know, just cities like that up there where it's Crippin' and Bloodin' going on. Now, when it comes to the actual Bay Area, Oakland, Frisco, Richmond, East Palo Alto, all that stuff, it's not really prevalent. Even though they're doing the same thing, it just be over different stuff. I'm just now finding out about, they got something called Case and Stubby in Oakland going on. I mean, it's gangbanging if you ask me. That's a city that already has a high crime rate. So if you was to add the Crip and Blood element to it, it would have been even higher. Because then it'd be a little more petty. He got on that color. Or at least back in the days. You know, nowadays the color scheme don't really matter as much as it used to. But we just talking about overall. But anyways, so like I said, you got Crips and Bloods in those cities. One thing I noticed about those cities that do gangbang up north, I noticed a few things about them, and this is where we differ. For one, they have a lot of gangs up there that use the Crip and Blood and even Paru tag, but there's not necessarily a gang from LA stationed there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not gonna see 6-0 in these cities, or 40s, or A-Trade gangsters, or whatever. It's their gangs. They just have the Crip and Blood thrown onto it. But a lot of them still have ties to LA. There's still people who went out there. If I'm not mistaken, Oak Park got ties to like what is it? The 456s in Pomona. I believe the Garden Blocks got ties to maybe Nutty Block or Santana, one of them two. Possibly even, yeah, I'm gonna just leave it at those two. But they have their own names. They just, tied that on to it. Also, with them being close to the Bay, they have a lot of Bay Area influence. A lot of times people from Oakland or Frisco or Vallejo, like I said, all these places will move to those cities for whatever reason. And they ends up rubbing off on them, as far as the way they carry themselves. They still Crippin' and Blood, and they still full-fledged with all the activities. But just the way they be, popping it, they little style just be a little different. Like for instance, I don't know if they still do, but I'm quite sure they used to have side shows out in Sacramento, which is a Bay Area thing. So that right there, like down here, you're not gonna see no side shows. You're gonna see lowrider shows, and the motorcycle stuff. But that's everywhere. Also, cliques. They got a lot of cliques up there. Some of these cliques might not be Crip or Blood affiliated. Some of these cliques might have both in the clique, Crips and Bloods, but they'll be from other gangs. And a lot of times that clique is more important than their gang. That's something that you just won't see in Southern California. Everybody start off banging cliques as kids. And sometimes you might have Crip and Blood alliances. Everybody is, has an alliance to a side, but you haven't fully went to that side yet because you're still a kid. You might be 10 years old, 11 years old, shit like that. By the time you hit like 12, 13, you should have your mind made up, or at least I did. Some people take a little bit longer to make their mind up on which side they want to go to, or if they even want to do this at all. They might gracefully bow out. That's cool too. But the cliques is just something that's not prevalent unless the clique is within your gang. That's how we rock out here. Only clique you're going to be claiming is something inside of your gang. Yeah, my bad. I'm high. I be tripping out on shit. But yeah, like I said, the cliques is something that's more up there, that seems to be kind of taking over the gangbanging scene. Not to say that they don't gangbang, because they gangbang, but it seems like the cliques is more of the popular thing nowadays. And us out here is still traditional gangbanging. Like I said, you're not going to have no clique. I ain't talking about no rap group. I'm talking about an actual clique that's out here pushing lines and beefing in the street, that has Crips and Bloods going to war with another Crip or Blood set. That's not happening out here. Your homies will X you. You're not even from the hood. If that's what you own, if you over there with them and you choosing that, y'all might as well be your own gang. Now, there are little gangs out here or cliques that have been neutral from the beginning of time. But even those gangs have started to fade off, that you don't necessarily see young people claiming those. It's the older people who've been banging it that you will see. You will run into them in the county or whatever the case, but you're not really seeing too many young people coming in claiming these cliques. It's gang banging out here. It's Crip, Blood, Piru, whatever. It's that out here. And that's just the way it is. It's just always going to be like that. Also, there's another thing that I noticed, and this is something small. It's not that big of a deal, but it's just something that you will never see in California. I mean, in Southern California, my bad. If y'all don't know, there's a rap group out of Stockton, and they all got EBK on their name. I believe they might be Pirus. They for sure Damus. They on that side. They from Stockton, like I said. They Bloods or Pirus. And their name is EBK something. EBK this, EBK that. I understand. I think it stands for Everybody Killer. Y'all could correct me in the comments. They hot. They make a lot of good music. But I just don't see no Bloods from Southern California. Even though it stands for Everybody Killer, I don't see no Bloods from Southern California having BK in their name. I don't see it. I understand what it stands for. I don't see that. That's the little differences like that. That's not to say they're not serious. I believe them dudes are serious. But it's like, I feel like they'll politic on you about that in Southern California. You know, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, man. It's a lot of damus that's going to see this from Southern California. And y'all know, y'all not putting that in y'all name. I don't care what it stands for. It just don't look right. You know what I mean? I also notice, like, when they be rapping and they be talking about whatever they may have done to a rival who obviously is a Crip, they'll refer to him as cuz. I get it, but I just don't see no damus from Southern California saying cuz in a rap song, even if they is referring to a Crip. And I get it. It's a little I take it as it being a little condescending or a little sarcastic. Like, oh yeah, we did that to cuz. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I just don't see no damus from Southern California doing that. And vice versa. I don't see no Crips pretty much doing that. You know, referring to them as blood. Like, even though they are bloods, nigga, it's still cuz. But it's just little stuff like that I be seeing that it just, you know, it will cause people to bump heads, especially behind the wall, you know, when your style is a little bit different. Don't get it twisted. Like I said, even us being in Southern California, Dago kind of has a Bay flavor. It's a lot of pimping and macking going on, a lot of slick talking, fast talking niggas out here. That's just how it is. Also, we grew up on a lot of Northern California music. Don't get it twisted. We bumped the Snoops and the West Side Connections and the Dog Pounds and all that and the Sugar Freeze, whatever. But growing up, I heard a lot of Northern California music, homie. Even at the parties, the barbecues, I heard the Sebos and the Killer Tays, the Looney Coleones, the E40s, the Brother Lynches, the Mac Dre's, like the list goes on. Selly Sale, the list goes on and on, homie. Even now, you hear a lot of them EBK dudes out here. I don't know if they do that in LA. Mozzie, when he was first getting popping, Lavish D, like you hear a lot of that in San Diego. For some reason, we gravitate towards the Northern California music scene. And I don't know what that's all about, but it's just always been like that out here. We could probably name more Northern California rappers than we can LA rappers. I'm not even capping, homie. For some reason, that's just how it is. At least in my generation. I don't know about these little niggas, and I'm not speaking for the older homies from out here. I'm just speaking on around my age range and my generation, my time being out there, what it was like. But yeah, it's just little differences like that. There's probably a few more that I missed, so y'all got to let me know in the comments what's the difference between Northern California and Southern California Crips and Bloods. I'm quite sure it's a whole laundry list of shit. Like I said, I'm high, man, and I'm about to get to work. But y'all let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, share the video. Yo, boy Hoodie from the hood. You already know the rest.